I'm Coach Tina Shawson and welcome to my podcast. If you're in a season of change, growth, reflection, or even confusion, you're in the right place. Think of this as our little conversation, something that is honest, unfiltered, and grounded in the things we all go through but rarely talk about. Here, I get to show up as myself too, not just as a coach, but as a fellow human navigating life, learning, unlearning, and growing right alongside with you. So settle in and let's begin. So, what's your New Year's resolution? It's New Year, January 2026. Ilang beses ka nang natanong nung question na yon? Stop forcing yourself a new year, a new you, because you're absolutely fine in your own life journey. I've seen a lot of talents and known a lot of people who always would comply for New Year's resolution. Isusulat yan, ire-recite. And they will be able to do it for the next 2 weeks. And after that, they revert back to the old self. So what is that telling us? We're doing it because the environment is pressuring us to create our own New Year's resolution. Stop that, because resolutions can be done any time of the year. Even before the new year, it can be done. But what will make a New Year's resolution or a resolution different and special from the others? It's our resolve. It's our personal resolve to really commit and act on this. Ano na ba yung mga New Year's resolution na ginawa mo? My take here is each and every one of us, meron tayong season. We do have our life seasons. Sometimes there's a season of healing, meaning we're hurting, we've been hurt, we broke up with our boyfriend or girlfriend, and we need that space to heal, to find ourselves again. And that's perfectly all right. In that season of healing, is it a New Year's resolution, a new year, a new me? Not necessarily. Perhaps the need is for us to listen to our emotion, to listen to our mind, to listen to our feelings, and to listen to our body. Others would be in a season of growth. If not healing, a season of growth. They're ready to gear up. They're ready to be physically fit. They're ready to grow in terms of their career or grow in terms or put their relationship into the next level. And that's a season of growth. And if we are in a season of growth, then stay there. Nurture that season together with other people close to you and who cares about you. Still others may be in a season of transformation. I think that's the most difficult season. Beyond growth, it is a season of pivoting mindset or perspective. It is a season of pivoting the ways that we believe or we do things. No? So it's a totally different season. And each one of us would have and would be in that season in a specific new year. And thus, it does not necessarily mean that it's appropriate for us to have that resolution, a new year, new me thing. But what is important, at least for me, is to identify anong season ko ba ngayon? Nasaan ako? Am I healing? Am I in the stage of growth? Am I in the stage of renewing myself and transforming? And if we are able to identify where we are in a particular season in our life, then it's easy for us to set our goals responsive to the season, responsive to our needs for that particular season, and not because the environment is pressuring us. It's so important that we become mindful in what we do and how we set those goals, Because if we continuously set those goals and as we pursue the new year, I am definite that we can move closer to those goals as we set clear, simple actions that will not make us stuck but move us closer to the goals in our direction. How would you know if you're able to set the right goals regardless of the season that you're in? I can share three things. So number one, when we set goals, it's important that there is a feeling of dissatisfaction because it will not compel us to set challenging goals or what we call SMART goals, specific, measurable, attainable, etc. If there is no point where we know and we recognize that there is a dissatisfaction in our life, whether we are healing, we are growing, or we are transforming. The second thing that we need to be clear of is that we have a North Star. We do have a vision where we want to be. That's important also in setting the goals. So that vision will allow us to set smaller steps towards that goal. The third that is important is we are clear and we can set three simple steps. Tatlo lang. Kasi ang layo ng goal eh. Malayo yung goal, malayo yung North Star. We call it first few steps. Paano makakalapit dun sa goal na yon? Why is it first few steps? Because we always want not to be stuck. Now, every careerist, every individual, every person, we don't want to be stuck. And the best way for us not to get stuck is to think of our first few steps, first three steps, and then we move again to our next three steps, and then we move again to our next three steps. After quite a while, you now realize, oh no, I'm now closer to my goal, and I never imagined that I'm already close to that. If that is making sense, then my challenge to you is where you are right now at your own pace and given your own aspiration, set those goals and move towards those goals at the pace that you think is appropriate for you. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope today's conversation gave you something to think about, something to feel, or something to grow from. If you resonate with this episode, share it with someone who might need it too. If you want more real human conversations about leadership, career, and life in general, make sure to follow my podcast, Ask Tina Shoson, so you don't miss the next one. This is Coach Tina, and remember, you own your life narratives. I'll talk to you in the next episode.